Well, good morning everybody, and it is April 1st, and we are just leaving the grain sell point, also the local co-op here. I guess we're going to be building a couple more buildings over here to our left, but it is April 1st, and that means that it's time to plant. We just went ahead and went and picked up 3 pallets of seed from them guys, and are going to go ahead and head back to the farm. I went through winter again. I forgot to record some of it, my apologies, but yeah, we got a lot to do. We started making some more hay. Our stock is running a little low on there, but the good thing is that the sawmill next to us, they went ahead. Holy crap, this steering wheel is silver as crap. We're just gonna go ahead and go back out. But the sawmill went ahead and started cutting down them trees close to our little pasture. As you can see over here, they they got their little machine out there. They cut more logs out, replenishing their stock and everything. And like I said, they end up buying this whole piece of property off to our right here. We're just going to let them have it. But if you guys do like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and be sure to go check out the newest channel too, you guys. It is Extra Coal 1 here on YouTube. And if you want to see some 5M content, that's where I'm going to be posting it all. But yeah, we went ahead and started belling up this. I think we actually got to get more bell wrap. I don't know if we have any more in the shed. And during the winter, I spent a little bit of money, and as you can see, the newest building back there, we went ahead and had them build that, and it is huge. I mean, that thing is ginormous, guys. We'll be able to put more equipment in there, and we'll have more room for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park over here by the bushes and just jump out here, and I will show you guys, the inside of the building. And as you can see through the little windows there, there's something in there that we don't own, but the co-op let us rent it. Because, well, we got to get fields done, but I did cut all this over. I cut all this over here by this building, made some hay bales out of it. But they went ahead and let us use the Case 5550 Trident with the dry spreader box on it. They're letting us demo it, to see if we'd like it, but we don't really have the operation to be able to do so with this right now. We still have our little sprayer, but I appreciate the co-op for letting us use that. We still got the Gleaner Combine, which is made by Famhub modding. Be sure to go check them out. His link will be down in the description below. Going to open up this door. I think our planter's in the little shed right there. But our canola's going in great. I haven't really done much with that, but I did go through and I limed this field off camera, and I still got to if we pull up the PDA here, I limed this field. Going to go to our precision farming, get this done. Oh, well, no, we need to go to precision farming. Soil types. So yeah, I went ahead and put the lime down on this. I still got to do these 3 fields and also get this field with nitrogen. This one's already good to go, and we still got to nitrogen that field and part of this field over here. So we'll just use some liquid fertilizer and we'll spray on them fields and get that going good. This, I think, is completely to where it needs to be. So I mean, we don't really have to worry about that. We got to get planting done today. We got to finish getting our hay baled up, which I could probably get a hold of the co-op and see if one of the local people down there aren't looking for a little bit more work. Going to get in here, got the old 8210 ready to go, all hooked up to the Kinsey planter, which needs a bath big time. Let's go ahead and, where's the button at? Right here. Let's go and open up this door. There we go. Apparently the buttons are opposite. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get the 8210 out here with the Kinsey planter. I'm gonna look over the planter, make sure everything's good to go on that. Make sure our row cleaners are set right, make sure our depth is set right. And there is liquid fertilizer for this, so we won't even, when we go to plant, we won't even have to spray the fields with liquid fertilizer. We just got to get the spreader out and go spread some lime. So I guess that's what I'll do is I'll go and run over here, and before we do that, let's go and check on the cattle. They're doing pretty good, no slurry. We're getting some manure, we're getting some milk, not a whole lot of milk, but we're definitely getting milk. Cows are doing great, and that's what I love to see, is the cows doing really, really well. But other than that, guys, in this series, what would you guys like to see go on in this series? Like, what else would you like to see me do in this series? And if there's anything that you'd like to see me do, or anything like that, whether it be animal related, more like agricultural related, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below, because your guys' feedback means everything to me. Let's go and pull this out. We got roughly 80% of this dry spreader box left to use, and well, we got a couple of decently sized fields that we got to get done. This thing is nice, man. Like, just look at the interior. Oh, it's perfect. But then again, like I said, I can't justify spending this much money on something like this, especially when our operation is still not that big. I mean, yeah, we own most of this land besides where, the dealership is, for RP's sakes and where all these little businesses are. That land they bought from me, and we're going to let them use that little bit of land. And if they don't want to use all of it, then well, we'll finish it out. But like I said, you know, we got the little farmers market here, and I'm gonna eventually change the co-op up around a little bit. I'm going to look for a bigger co-op to be able to use, and I was going to cut the grass around this field, but I didn't, because, well, I didn't want to mow around the trees and the rocks and all that good stuff. But the good thing is the co-op did say this thing is set up for GPS, you know, like a lot of our other stuff is, and I'm a millennial, so, well, why not use the GPS? So the lines, okay. Let's go ahead and get this on the GPS track, and let's see. Oh, the spread's actually pretty wide, so that's just going off, I guess, like our planter setup, I'm guessing. I could be wrong though. But yeah, guys, the new channel is Extra Coal 1. It is where I'm going to post all my old 5M content that I had on this channel and some new 5M content when we get our server up and going. It is SAEN Emergency Network. It's still in the works of getting put up, but this channel right here that I'm on, you guys have seen, is just Farm Sim and Farm Sim only. There's not going to be any other game on this channel, so if you want to see other games, go check out my other channel. And I do post stuff like little clips of different things on TikTok. I do also have a Twitch, so I will eventually probably start streaming on Twitch again. But yeah, guys, like this Ace Trident is making quick work of this field. I mean, we're not even halfway around it, and we've already done almost the entire field already with just this one pass. Besides, you know, when it, like, the way that we made it, you know, it gets a little wider down here at the end. But this field was corn, so this field's going to go into soybeans. So if we go up in here, so this is going to go into soybeans, this is going to go into soybeans, and then these two fields are going to go into corn because, well, soybeans are the money maker, and we need the money. Is this actually going to turn right here? Oh my goodness, it will turn. So I'm wondering why my planter didn't do that, you know, when we use a GPS for that. But we're going to run out of lime, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to call the co-op to see if they can't supply the lime for us. And that, or I'll just go ahead and probably buy the lime, I don't know. But yeah, we'll just see if the co-op, you know, can't, you know, put it on our tab, you know, and on our bill and all that stuff, you know, on top of the seed for the lime, and then we will just pay them everything that we owe them for the seed and the lime all together, all at once, and go from there. I mean, once we get this field done, we only have them other two fields, and we really won't have to worry about anything after that. It's going to be a very, very productive day on the series, so let me just go ahead and get in here, get a hold of the co-op, get some more lime put in this thing, and I'll bring you guys right back in. Alright, so we got the lime box all filled back up, well, the spreader, and we're heading back out here to the field, and it took quite a bit of long time, I should say, to get this filled up, because they didn't have the little metal dispenser down there at the co-op, so they had to single-handedly and put in little bags of lime by hand, well, with like a little telehandler, you know, like the actual bags, and it took, I'd say, quite a bit of time, really. I mean, it didn't take like an hour or anything like that, but it took, I'd say, about 10-20 minutes for them to be able to fill this box up with all them. And you got to remember, they're only 1,000 liters, so we were sitting at like 13,000, I think, maybe in this. I could be entirely wrong, but oh, we missed our we missed our spot right there, but it's fine. But yeah, it did take a minute for them to fill this up, and you know, I appreciate the co-op, you know, allowing us to use this thing, and you know, for supplying all the lime and everything like that. We don't really have to worry about paying for the lime this year. Now, as far as next year, we will have to pay for the lime. We won't be able to demo this. Hopefully we can have a little lime spreader, even if it's just like one of the Wilmer, like, I think it's like 800s or 1800s or something like that. I can't remember the actual name of it, but yeah, like this, we might as well not even use GPS for this thing, because it's just throw us off anyway, so we might as well just go with the flow and just drive instead of using GPS, to where we can finish this up a little bit faster and cover the actual width that we're supposed to cover, because, well, we're only covering half of the width that we need to, and we've already done almost one entire side with the spreader compared to not using the whole width. And how can I put it? So with us already previously spreading part of the field and everything like that, when we used it, and we're going to run out right here, I knew it. This thing uses lime like crazy, so I'm going to just go back over here to the co-op again and fill up with more lime, and then I'm going to just finish off lime in this field and the other two fields, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we're about to start planting some corn or soybeans. Alrighty, so we got the planter all hooked up, got it relatively filled up with seed. I didn't realize there was 80% in here until after I pulled it out of the shed. Our depths, everything looked good. You know, we're about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and which I think is about relatively normal for this type of thing. We got the liquid fertilizer put in there, you know, only 74%. We had a tote of it in the other shed that we purchased, and well, in the I guess you can say the second shed that we put down on the property. So I mean, everything is working, everything's going good. Now let's just there we go, do this. And I think we're just going to start with our ups and downs first, and then, you know, we'll try to skip every row, I suppose, I guess you can say. And then we'll just get this planting knocked out of the way here. And, oh, one on this line. Come on, 8210, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Start putting soybeans in the ground here. I think I went on a very, very tight angle and did not mean to. And then what we'll do is we'll just lift it up right here, because, well, you know, we're going to have 2 headland passes, so we don't got to come, oh yeah, I said we're going to skip a row, so we done that little row, and then we're going to come to this row. Now let's just swing this bad boy around here and get this planter put back down on the ground. Just from that one little pass, look at all the freaking lime that it just put back on here. That is ridiculous, you guys. Like, this thing was dirty, and we just decided to just slap it back down on more lime and go with it. It looks like our nitrogen is not being placed down, so we'll have to spray this over. Our seed rate is auto, so it's 30 seeds per meter squared. Can't really complain there. I think it's working. If not, then I'll have to take the liquid fertilizer tanks off of here, and I think I actually pulled away too soon right there, instead of going about where I need to go, which is like right here. But it's fine, you know, we'll get everything, you know, we'll make our ups and downs here, and then we will do our round passes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and shut the HUD off here. Well, yeah, no, I'll just go ahead and leave the HUD on. I'm just gonna go and throw you guys right into a time lapse, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, so there's that time lapse of that field. I'm not gonna time lapse all these fields. Holy crap, I need to fix that bridge. But yeah, that field went fairly good. I mean, we got it planted pretty fast. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the same way that I done on that last one. I'm going to start with our ups and downs, and I'm going to work on our headlands. And I noticed that on that field there were some parts that I didn't actually get all the way to where I could plant them. You know, like there were still little spots where where the planter didn't hit. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna shut the camera off, crank up the music in the tractor, and I'm just going to get this field knocked out and get all our corn planting knocked out. I'll check in with you guys periodically, bring you guys in when I do so, you know, throughout all the fields and everything. But yeah, guys, like planting is going good. We're gonna stop right about there to where we can hopefully, like a big word, hopefully, be able to get all of them with the planter and not have to worry about anything and not have to go back through and pick out little spots that we missed again like I did in the first field. We got beans going into the ground here in April. I'm going to say either in April or like the end of April or beginning of May is when we'll put in our corn. I should have actually started with corn first, but it was already selected on soybeans, I believe. That, or I may have selected soybeans on camera. I'm pretty sure it was already set on soybeans, so that's what the planter set at, is on soybeans, and we'll go get everything taken care of. And oh, I accidentally pulled up my planter, didn't mean to do that. But then we'll go get everything switched over from soybeans to corn. We'll get our corn planting done and get that into the ground, and then we'll finish our hay work. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a bit. Alrighty, so we got all the corn and soybeans in the ground, and everything went well with that field, with them last two fields, and I'm missing some hay right here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get in here, get the rest of this hay picked up off the ground. We got plenty of round bale net left, so I mean, everything's going pretty good. I haven't seen the sawmill guys here lately. I know they were working on that, but they must have took a break or decided to go back to wherever they live at, which I have no idea where that's at. But yeah, other than that, guys, everything is going well on the farm, and I like how it's turning out. This year should be a bigger payout than what the last couple of years have been in game, you know, because we'll have plenty of soybeans to sell and then plenty of corn to sell, and hopefully we can maybe get some like contracts going with some of these places that we have around the map and have certain times that we sell to them, and then they give us certain prices for everything. I mean, that'd be a pretty neat thing to do, you know, to be able to have contracts with some of these companies and everything like that. But yeah, so we're just going to get the rest of this hay made and get it all picked up and get all the bales loaded up on the trailer over there that you see off to the right hand of the screen over there in the bale barn, and get all these bales put in there with that, and then hopefully we can get one more cutting. I believe next year in game I'm actually going to come in here, I'm going to till all this up, and I might actually take the little field that's behind us that we have the canola in right now. I believe that's canola. It could be wheat or barley, I can't really remember. But what I'll do is I'll remove this fence right here and I'll have it wrap around by that rock. I will make all this into a grass pasture right here in a grass field, to where we have plenty more grass, and we'll have to fertilize it, lime it, and everything like that to make sure we get the best yield off of it possible, instead of using this regular grass that we painted down on the map to make it look like there was actual grass on the map. Because, well, when I got on this map, guys, this whole area right here that I have the farm at was nothing but trees. If you guys have ever played on this map right here, you know it is nothing but trees, and we still have a lot of acreage left with trees on it. So again, for RP aspects of the series, I may bring in some more buildings. I'll look for some other buildings and stuff like that to put around. Maybe try to build a little town somewhere, you know, to make it seem like people are moving to this area. But other than that, guys, you know, we got our farm, we got the sawmill, we got the co-op, we got the dealership. So I mean, everything is working well right now. You know, we got everything that we need around here. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get in here, get these last two swaths picked up, and then I will see you guys on the next one.